It's been on my list of things to do for like 5 years now. But I think we've got a game coming, so I hear noises. There it is, kRoNic versus Cypher. We are on Sinister, and Cypher will start us off. He's got the rail going straight over, and actually misses everything. Whoa, that rocket was millimeters away from being direct, and kRoNic would have definitely turned back and gone for the finishing blow.
All right, so...
Good start for kRoNic.
This is looking like a decent enough start where Cypher's kind of... He has to be cautious and kRoNic can kind of have his pick of items. Problem is for kRoNic is that if he doesn't pick right, because he wants to take a fight on Cypher's choice of item here, and the way Cypher's going to play it is between the items to wait for kRoNic to make a decision, because that's the super safe way not to get caught and then be guaranteed one of the two. And oh, he might just get a block on Cypher. This is really, really good, but it was a bit too slow, and Cypher's able to get that mega health. So Cypher's really scary now.
You know, we were saying it, you know, kRoNic needed this slow map so he could be careful. This is definitely the kind of map that could work for him. It's as slow as a Blood Run or a Lost World, and kRoNic's going to be able to be as patient as he likes. And considering he's done exceptional damage at the beginning, he's actually in a position where he can, you know, assert himself on the map and really manipulate where Cypher has to go.
And the first frag on this map is a really big deal. I mean, it's very similar to Blood Run in that respect, and you know that does also speak to your example of how it is a very slow map. It shares a lot with maps like Blood Run. So the first frag, very, very important here. And I feel like if kRoNic loses the first frag, he's going to really, really, really struggle very hard to get back. And Cypher, he's just going to walk all over him, I feel like. He's going to run that control too strong.
Well, we've had almost 2 minutes and no frags happening in this set. I'm going to switch over to kRoNic very quickly. He's sneaking up behind, actually. Does Cypher realize? Okay, Algae on Algae, but Cypher's going to be able to get the item that counts. He might actually walk over quickly to the mega health. kRoNic, does he want to drop?
Oh, he saw Cypher going around the long way. This is actually really good for kRoNic. If Cypher had gone for the telly like kRoNic had predicted, then kRoNic's locked out of the mega.
Look at 200,
and
200.
Probably the yellow as well. So that's a really weird decision by Cypher overall.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it kind of looks like it's too good to be true for kRoNic right now. And that's exactly what he's going to be thinking about. He's so cautious as to where Cypher's going to be coming from. Doesn't take any damage, and he doesn't give any either. But this is it. He wants to move in a little bit, but that rocket is just pushing him backwards. And suddenly, that 200 health stack he had is not so glorious. Oh, good rocket, though. This might be a kill from kRoNic. In fact, he's pushed Cypher out of here. He wants to get the health bubble first before the mega, and now he can actually zip over to the red armor. kRoNic is doing an awesome job.
Yeah, he's
I
doing
am
really
loving
well.
this.
Oh no. Oh no, he left the red there.
That wasn't a twister move, I don't think.
The thing is that kRoNic got a little bit over-eager there on this corridor the last time he was here. And if he just keeps running these items, Cypher's already shown that he's kind of putting it... Because kRoNic has actually been getting the better positions. So he needs to trust that he's going to be able to keep putting himself in those spots, and then he can just get the damage naturally from that, and that he won't have to overexert himself or push beyond that just to get that damage with that frag. Just play it really patiently, and he can do really well here. He's making good choices. He's
going to be up against Cypher, who's probably on 200 armor by now, though. kRoNic hasn't been able to control the yellows as well as he would have liked to. So all that work he did earlier doesn't really mean anything. But he's got the control, and that's what counts here. And he's found Cypher behind, but Cypher gets the better start. Rockets are just owning him at the moment. LG here from the Irish player. Oh, painful rocket, and the rail as well from Cypher. It's 1-0 now to the Belarusian. And it did take 3.5 minutes for the first frag to happen. But I fear it was not as close as it should have been.
Yeah. It was really cool how kRoNic did the fake jump to bait out a rocket from Cypher. But as I say that, you know, kRoNic's getting some great rockets in here. Oh, missing that rail. That would have been a very clutch one to hit. But yeah, and Cypher stayed silent. He didn't fall for the fake jump there through the telly. So very well played to Cypher. He's so experienced. It's hard to trick him.
Cypher, though, is still pretty weak. He might be 2-0 up, but keeping control is definitely taking its toll. Cypher moving up a little bit. One more rail from kRoNic, and Cypher would actually die. Can he land it? He's not hitting the shots that he needs to. Oh, this is awfully painful for the Irish player. He can get onto Mega, though.
Yeah, and Cypher's really weak. But does he know he can get onto Mega? He does, and he does grab it. So Cypher's getting in some really weird spots, and kRoNic needs to have the confidence now to just realize he can just go for a fight.
I mean, that's it. This is Cypher's aura of respect is just listening around him at the moment, and kRoNic's kind of afraid to try and go through it. Now Cypher's 100-100. The longer it takes, the more health level Cypher will have, but that's a great rail, managing Cypher stack.
Yeah, just going to be about this next Mega now, and Cypher is probably just going to play up high in that, you know, big red armor corridor as well. And look at this, he's actually playing it really, really slow and just very safe at this jump pad, waiting for that movement through the telly, and he's completely hidden right now. But I don't think he wants to do damage because he's trapped here. Yeah, that's it. That works.
Wow.
That works.
Wormscar's saying these are StarCraft players playing Quake for the first time. If that's the case, they're really damn good. They should take this up full time.
So things are slowing down again as Cypher recognizes the seriousness of his position at the moment. The game could really, really swing away from him rapidly if he gets a bit too hasty in any of his moves. But he's able to take away a Mega, and that was quite confident there, that movement. And kRoNic, of course, between both items, going for that red. Fight breaking out here, though.
Oh, that LG. Not bad from kRoNic, but he's got to go up against... oh, yeah, rockets. He so nearly got the kill.
Yeah.
I feel upset because kRoNic has been just inches away from clinching the first kill. Or any kill, for that matter. Okay, so we've got red in a second. Cypher's pretty weak. kRoNic is going to appear. And that was a complete whiff of the rail there from Cypher. Can kRoNic get onto the Mega Health? This would be a huge pickup. Defensive rocket. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Just walked into everything. That was the easiest movement to predict. kRoNic didn't try to mix things up enough. And Cypher's going 4-0.
I really loved the idea from kRoNic, though. I mean, if he was able to somehow kind of, I don't know, wiggle onto that Mega, he would have actually been able to get the kill. And he's been so close in so many situations, and now a double rail. But can he finish it now? He has to finish.
One more
he
rail.
has to close. And there it is.
Go. He did it in the end, but how many items has he got to pick up on the map? He's got next to nothing. There's going to be the lower yellow.
He can still get this Mega, though.
He's very sketched out about what he's able to do right now. Okay, here's Mega. He has actually got time to go to the red, but... yeah, and he should have gone through the teleporter because Cypher wouldn't have been able to hit him.
Oh, unlucky for kRoNic, missing some key shots there. Does get an exit rail, though, onto Cypher, so that is going to allow him to feel a little bit more confident. But now that those trades coming back in from Cypher, now kRoNic doesn't feel confident anymore, and he has to back away. We can see how the swings and stack really affect the confidence of the players and what they feel they're able to accomplish and do. And now kRoNic's in a position where he can't actually do anything.
He's not hitting enough, man. Look at those accuracies.
And Cypher's going to push him off of this with no problem, I think.
Well, look at both the items up. kRoNic's being patient, and it's paying off nicely, but Cypher doesn't fall for it. He felt that something was up over there, and he's going to be able to claim both the red and the Mega Health. Yeah, if kRoNic was hitting 10-15% more rail, that could be the difference between him losing 4-1 and actually being in the lead.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been making good decisions. That is for certain. Ooh, nice rockets, though.
Rocket.
That is going to tell Cypher to just calm it.
Potentially game-changing, but no, he can't get onto red. So it's not going to mean too much in the grand scheme of things. Top yellow, is Cypher going to go through the teleporter? He doesn't. Does he? Yeah, he will probably be able to steal the lower yellow. And kRoNic might be able to set up now for this Mega. This is actually a really nice deal if kRoNic can make it happen. Cypher comes charging in. He's a little bit overzealous on this one. Rockets. kRoNic doesn't go for the item in the end, but he should have the... oh no, he had the upper hand completely. But he whiffed hard those last rockets.
Now it's just the same story over and over again for kRoNic. I can't believe it's almost the entire map has been played with 8.5 minutes played. I actually can't believe that. I mean,
kRoNic's been good. This has been a lot closer than I was actually expecting at the beginning.
kRoNic's really been
execution.
For a run for his money.
I think that can be the word of the game. If kRoNic could execute just a little better, then he would be much higher up on the board than he is now. And here it is, Mega. Cypher, though, just walks forward, taking a little bit of a risk, but 25 health left is fine when you've got that blue bubble and the red to fall back on.
Alright, so a minute left and 5 frags against Cypher. Not really doable at this point,
that's going to be it now.
If we just recap the game, there's been quite a few moments where kRoNic made really good choices, and I think Cypher only really caught him out once, like solidly, on the tally exit by the upper yellow. And the rest of the situations were just well picked and very, very close against one of the world's best.
So it's a Skull saying, looking the same as his choke on DreamHack Winter versus Kama. Didn't he beat Kama? Or did Kama go through to the playoffs?
I think he beat Kama.
Yeah.
No?
Well, GG anyway. Cypher is going to be getting the victory in the end, but it was a close affair. I was kind of rooting the Irish player on, get some kills. He was so close at the beginning, having control, doing the damage and pushing Cypher, locking him into corners of the map. But Cypher's so experienced.
Yeah, I was impressed. I was definitely impressed by kRoNic there. So props to him. It's unfortunate, though, that he ran into Cypher so soon in the tournament. Obviously, today he feels in shape, or at least as far as the mental aspect of the game goes, he's looking really solid. But I guess Cypher moves on as we would all expect, getting closer to the perhaps evil Cypher final that we'd all expect.
Yeah, that's surely what's going to be happening. But Ash has been so close to making upsets against Evil. So if Ash is going to be going up against Evil before the finals at all, then Evil's got to be careful. So I actually think, although Cypher and Evil always meet in the finals, Ash is actually closer to beating Evil in a series than Cypher is.
That is a distinct possibility. I think you might be right there. But we will find out because, guys, we have more action coming up here live on FACEIT TV, so stay with us. We'll be back very soon.